Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Funko reaction figures of A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. It is recommended for ages 17 and up and does have small choking pieces. In fact, his fedora is a very small piece there. This comes to us from the line of reaction figures from Funko. And reason why Spot couldn't get to doing these right away is that I just couldn't find them. Sadly, the story that seems to be an ongoing problem here in Canada, you just can't seem to find figures like this in stores. I ended up picking it up from the guys over at Man of Action Figures, which is an eBay's. It's always like the go-to guys that if I can't find them in stores, I usually go to Man of Action Figures and I pick them up there. And I ended up picking up all of them. I think the only one I didn't actually get yet was Ghostface. But the packaging itself looks quite nice. That looks like it would be, I'm ballparking that looks like it's Freddy's Revenge Freddy, judging by the scarring that's on his face. But Freddy does come included with his fedora, thank goodness for that. And on the back of the package, the horror series figures consist of Michael Myers from Halloween, Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Eric Draven from The Crow, Sam from Trick or Treat, Pinhead from Hellraiser, specifically Hellraiser 3, which is rather interesting, and Ghostface from Scream. Funko and Super 7 bring to you the reaction figures, and you can go to www.facebook.com/Original Funko and Twitter over at Original Funko as well. What I am going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up. I almost don't even want to open it because the packaging is always so phenomenal on these pieces, but I'm going to take a break, going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the reaction Freddy Krueger. There's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Spot's already taken the liberty of putting the fedora on Freddy Krueger here, but it is removable. It's I thought it was going to be a softer rubber, but it's actually a pretty dense plastic that they used for his fedora. But it sits on his head fairly easy, actually. You can put it around the other way too. I'm not really sure which way it looks like it's roughly about the same either side. You can put it like that as well. As it goes for reaction figures, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But, gotta say, I'm really digging these. I guess the only thing I'm not crazy about is I feel as if the colors on the sweater are inverted. I feel like they're kind of inverted. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's more green than red on this piece, that it really should be kind of the other way around. I feel like the red areas should be green more so. Seems just maybe a little too green for my liking. But as it goes for reaction figures, they're obviously geared towards a market where if you were growing up back in the day in the 80s, like I have because I'm an old guy, you know, I would have gravitated towards these pieces immediately. They're in line with some of the things that we got from the 80s, like the Mask figures, the Star Wars figures. They're not as articulated as like the likes of G.I. Joes, but that's the charm to the reaction pieces. Also, because they are geared as a retro line of figures, they're not going to be super articulated. In fact, Freddy Krueger only has a swivel in the head, swiveled arms, and legs, swiveled legs. One thing to be cautious about, I should say, is his glove. They're not brittle, but I would say be careful with the claw blades, that you would not want these breaking, because they are pliable enough. They have a little bit of give, but I don't know how long that give will go before these do break off, so be a little careful when it comes to that. For your likeness, does it look like Freddy Krueger? No. Does it look like Freddy Krueger as a retro figure? Absolutely. His head's very big, but that is in line with the other kind of retro design figures. The paint is very clean, though again, I'm not crazy about what appears to be more green than red in the sweater, but the end result though is a really great looking piece. Let's put his fedora back on here. I really actually should have reviewed Jason Voorhees first, but I ended up reviewing Freddy. And I'll do a comparison when we open up the Jason as well. But I'm liking, first of all, I'm liking that Funko can get as many properties as they can. I guess there is potentially a window available for 3-inch scale figures for movie properties. That's usually how it goes with licensing. You may not have the same license as another company who has dibs on 6-inch figures, so there's always ways around it. And Funko has found a perfect way around it by releasing retro designed figures. May not be geared for everybody, but for people that grew up and collected this line, this kind of retro, very basic design of figures, I think you definitely will be gravitating towards the likes of Freddy Krueger's, the Jason Voorhees, and let's hope we get more horror figures down the road. Freddy Krueger, I'm going to give you, sir. Now, granted, this is not going to be comparing it to the likes of a 6-inch, highly detailed figure. From a retro designed end of it, I'm going to give Freddy Krueger here a 7. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Funko ReAction Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. Thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you guys next time.